Hey everyone, this is Ahi from Ahiverse and welcome to Warehouse of Dreams episode 4. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I have no idea if I said it grammatically correct or not, and honestly speaking, I don't care, but at the same time I do care about grammar. It's a double-edged sword, I guess, I don't know. But whatever. Last episode number 3, I did that back in January, and you must be wondering what I have been doing. Technically nothing, but practically something. I don't know how that works either. That doesn't matter. And also sorry for the terrible audio. The room echoes a lot, and I did buy stuff for the acoustic treatment, but they have not yet arrived. I'm waiting for it. You know what is happening around the world right now, right? Because of that, the deliveries are not that fast, and you have to wait a lot. And especially in my area, it's a struggle right now. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm back to podcasting. Well, first things first, a disclaimer. I'm not doing this seriously. Okay, this podcast stuff, this is purely hobby, okay? I want one hobby outlet. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. Hobby outlet. Okay, one hobby outlet. Almost all of my hobbies have turned into my work, and this entire year I was struggling with that because I have nothing to do to relieve my stress, because all the hobbies that people are generally we have as we do it for stress relieving purposes. This year has become my kind of work and job, and it was stressing me out so much that I was having a terrible burnout. So bad that I was physically incapable of continuing my work. And the fact that I was not able to do something which I used to love so much put a nail to the coffin, I guess. Is that what the expression is? I don't know. But yeah, it has been tougher because of that. And you know what? And that burnout phase, or I'm not calling it a phase, the burnout time has gone. At least that's what I like to believe. Now at least I don't have the pain whenever I open these softwares. Before, whenever I used to open the software for drawing and digital painting, my entire arm would suddenly feel a terrible pain, like it's decomposing itself. The bones are drying up. The bones are dry. The bones are not wet. It's inside the body. It's kind of wet. I don't know, but it felt like the bones are shattering, and they are becoming like rubber. And if they're shattered, they cannot be like rubber. No technicalities, please stop. And so what I mean is that it felt like my hand was dying inside out, and I had to stop my work. Like for 2 or 3 months, it was just me trying to recover from this burnout. And in August, I kind of drew something. But again, after that, the burnout started, and it was terrible. And the worst part of this is that your mental health is my mental health is kind of very closely tied to my digestive system, and it affects so much. I don't know how. Kind of understandable if you watch the anatomy videos on YouTube, like the inside of human anatomy, how it's pronounced, I don't know. You can see that there's a reason why our gut, or like a digestive system, is kind of like the second brain, quotation. It's very weird, but before even I realized that I'm having a mental health crisis, my digestive system realizes it. What a perfect, radar, or what do you call it? I don't know. It picks up very quickly, and it hurts a lot. The problem, then it's just a series of pain, and just pain and pain, and then I have to stop everything I'm doing and just to rest. The resting part, before, when I used to rest, it did not help at all, because while yes, I'm taking a break, but I'm also overly guilty about the fact that I am taking a break instead of working, and that's a toxic productive mindset, I guess. And yeah, it took me a long time to get over that mindset. Now breaks are important. I love breaks, and when I take break, I do enjoy the break, because guess what, I found hobbies this month. New hobbies that are not gonna be my work. Number one, cycling. Wow, I bought a new cycle this beginning of this month. That is September. Hopefully I'm releasing this in last week of September. Anyway, so I'm so happy that I found cycling again, because it's really very therapeutic in some sense. I really love cycling now, and it has really helped me with the mental health, and it kind of started giving me the confidence that I can do whatever I want. It really helped me realign in some ways. One of the things I'm expecting from cycling is that it will take away my fear of being on the road. I've never been on the road, like driving a car. I cannot drive a car, at least now, because I have not tried it. How can you say I cannot do that before I try it, right? Yeah, I've not tried it. So I'm planning to learn that. But before that, I have to get over the anxiety of being on the road, which to be very honest, I hate roads, okay? And I hate cars. Like, just for one reason, it's pollution stuff. It has been since I was a kid. I did watch a lot of the documentaries and stuff about pollution and all this climate things, environmental things, and it has really affected me in my mentality, and I despise owning a car for some reason. But now that I've moved to a place where having a private car is very necessary, I have to learn driving, and I do believe everyone should learn driving, because it's kind of a life skill, just like everyone has to learn cooking, and what else money, how to handle money and how to use money. That also is something which everyone has to learn, because it's a life skill in today's society. But yeah, that's one thing which I'm expecting from cycling, is that I'll be able to navigate on the road without worry. But at least I can do that. What else? Yeah, the second hobby that I started developing is watching series or movies again. For the past many months or years, I think, I was not able to watch anything. The thought of watching a movie was so ridiculously made me like, not captivated, but it's making me like a captive, feeling me like a prisoner, because thinking about focusing on one particular thing for 3 hours or 2 or 3 hours is something I cannot do at all. And forget about series, I couldn't even think about watching a movie, because it felt so draining, and it felt like I was chained, and I did not have any freedom for that many hours, and I did not like it. So I have been putting off watching movies or series for so many months, but I somehow started watching movies because I feel like during my burnout I took a break, right? So during the like later half of the break part, I started having guilt-free break now. So I was like, well, I have nothing else to do right now. Why not just watch a movie? I chose a movie which I wanted to kind of watch since last year. That was Soul. It's an animated movie, and my God, what a great movie! Well, it hits too close to home that it broke me. The movie broke me. I cannot believe that it was really very emotional to watch that movie. I did not expect to get hurt by this movie at all. I thought it would be like a fun little soul searching movie or something, but it did put some things to perspective, and even if it made me realize how foolish I am, but I still want to be foolish because that's what I love. I don't care about anything else, at least at this point in life. And from that movie to another movie, then to another movie, then I finally had the energy to pick up a series and started watching a new series, and then another one which I fell deeply in love with, and it brought some new memories which I had from my childhood and the thought process I had like 6 to 7 years ago. So I'm back again. Oh my God, what was I talking about? Yeah, when I was finally getting a hang of watching series, I started watching a cool series, and I really love the series. The series is, of course, Mouse, a Korean drama about psychopathic serial killer. Well, I did have a lot of beef with the storyline a bit, like the thought process about psychopathic serial killers and stuff like that. I personally did not like some aspect of how they are taking the story, but I had to keep reminding myself that this is pure fiction. This is pure fiction, and this has nothing to do with reality. Because if it did with reality, I would be so pissed off. Yes, it is a very controversial thing. Though the subject, there are some key themes in the series which are very problematic if you were to correlate to reality. But luckily, they keep reminding us that this is fiction. So this is pure fiction. Okay, this is fiction. This is entirely fiction. Don't relate it to reality at all, please, because it's very problematic. I really hated one aspect of how they were approaching this topic of psychopathy, and I really hated it. But other than that aspect, it was a very good drama. I really love the drama. One of the best things, the soundtracks. By soundtracks, I think when I say OST, when it comes to like Korean dramas, it's normally associated with songs that are released as OSTs. But what I'm referring to is like the instrumental soundtrack, the normal soundtracks we usually hear. The instrumentals were so good. I still listen to the entire soundtrack on shuffle every single day because I really love the instrumentals. Wow, what music. And fun fact, that is what inspired me a lot in making my upcoming mixtape. Yeah, that's the main reason why I even did this podcast, is to promote my mixtape. It will be an instrumental mixtape. It's still under work in progress, and I cannot tell you any more details than that. But the intro is released, intro last of 23s, which is wordplay on 23. Well, because when I released it, that was the last day, last 23 of the month. I mean, every month has only like 123, I know that. But yeah, it was like, it basically denotes my age, because that was the last 23 for me. Yeah, after that, I was planning, whatever. I'll talk about this mixtape more after it is released. Speaking of mixtape and music, the one of the biggest reasons why I did not do podcasts for the past 8 months. Oh my god, it's been so long. Is because I was working on my music. I released a single, Daydream, which you probably can hear on any of the streaming platforms. It's there on almost everyone, and yeah, it was very tough for me to make that, especially for the recording part, because my recording setup sucks, and terrible acoustics and terrible environment. I mean, by terrible I mean a loud rainforest type of rains, which was meddling with my sound. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff going there. I really hated the experience, but then again, I liked the experience of making music. But at the end of the day, I still don't like what I put out. I mean, it's terrible. Okay, let's be honest here. The mixing, the music production is terrible. My vocal performance was also terrible, and there's a lot of things wrong with it, and I hope I can correct them, and I hope I can make it better and sound a little bit more professional. I don't know if I can do that, man, but I'm just starting out, and it sounds terrible. I have to accept the fact. Not everything that I'm gonna make is perfect, and that is fine. I mean, yeah, I don't care. So yeah, I'm working on those stuff, and that is also why I was not able to do much covers either. And hopefully from now I can get back to this groove, start releasing my podcast every week, because this is a hobby that I want to keep. I want to consistently put out, and similarly I want to be consistent with my cycling, and if I'm consistent with my hobby, I'll be consistent with my work. That's how I view it. But anyway, things are getting better for me, and I feel generally not positive, generally content. And by that, I think it's time for me to end this episode, and this is your reminder to drink water. It's been 20 minutes approximately, and I still have to drink water, and so do you. Winters are hopefully coming. It's the fall season, and I can't wait to feel alive again. It's colder, the summer is going away, hopefully. It's terrible summer here. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out, but I'm feeling hopeful, a little bit more hopeful than usual, and everything is kind of going back to normal, I guess. I don't know. I mean, not in the place where I'm living, not definitely here, but I still feel hopeful and finding new hobbies, but technically they are like my whole old hobbies. It's like, yeah, finding, like going back to my childhood and going back to my old hobbies is really refreshing and helping me a lot to get out of this burnout. That being said, uh, don't forget to eat well, and don't forget to be hydrated every now and then. And also, it's been a long time since I did this, so I have no idea how to end anything. Anyway, thank you for your existence, you amazing being, and you're always welcome to the warehouse of dreams. Bye.